very good morning students. This is your English teacher Benu Sehrawat and I welcome you all to RKP online classes. So beta, we'll continue with the same topic, that is clauses. Now so far we have learnt about noun clause and adjective clause, and today we learn about adverb clause. Alright, so as we already know that clause is a group of words, okay, which has subject and its own verb, and that too a finite verb. Alright, so adverb clause, as the name suggests itself, okay, so this is again a group of words which together acts as an adverb in the sentence. Alright, so beta, adverb clause answers us 4 questions. Okay, like I told you, noun clause is it gives us answers of what, okay, and on the other hand, adjective clause gives us the answer of who or which. Alright, now adverb clause gives us answer of 4 questions. Okay, let's see what those 4 questions are. So it tells us how, it also tells us when, it also tells us where, and 4th is why. Okay, alright beta, we already know that adverbs are always associated with something happening in the sentence. Okay, that means actions. Okay, the action which is being performed in the sentence, adverbs are always associated with them, right? So here adverb clause gives us answer of how something is being done, okay, or something is done, when something is done, where, and why something is done. Okay, so to find out adverb clause, either we have to seek the answers for these 4 questions, okay, or if we do not get the answer of these 4 questions, we take the help of subordinating conjunction. Okay, then we try to find out, okay, if there is a subordinating conjunction in the sentence and both the clauses, they are, you know, they are creating there is a relationship which is being created with the help of the subordinating conjunction, that means that is an adverb clause. Okay, so there are 2 conditions. Either we will find out the answer of these 4 conditions, these 4 questions, and if we do not find the answer of these 4 questions, we will find a subordinating conjunction there. Okay, now what is subordinating conjunction? I know we have already learnt about coordinating conjunctions. Okay, remember I gave you the clue word, that was very good, that was fanboys. Okay, F for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. These are our coordinating conjunction. Okay, fanboys, right? Alright, fanboys, the coordinating conjunction, they always join 2 main clauses, okay, 2 independent clauses. Okay, on the other hand, on the contrary, subordinating conjunctions, they always join a dependent clause with the main clause. Okay, so subordinating conjunction, they always join the main clause with the dependent clause or subordinate clause. Alright, now beta, see, I have written many of the subordinating conjunctions here, but this is not all, there are many more. Alright, so let's have a look here. See, there are there are conjunctions of many purpose. Okay, now see, we have for reason, for condition, for time, place, manner and contrast. Okay, like see, conjunctions of reason, they always tell us why something happened in a sentence. Okay, you can see here since, because, for, as. Alright, whenever we use these conjunction, there is always a reason in the sentence, or we can say cause and effect. Okay, for example, I can say I did not attend the meeting. I did not attend the meeting because I was unwell. Okay, alright. Now, condition. Condition. Whenever we have a condition in the sentence, beta, it means like something is dependent on the other thing. Okay, like if this thing happens, then only the second thing, second action will take place, right? And for the sentences in which there is a condition, we use the conjunctions like if, when, or provided that, or alone, provided also, right? So I can say if you work hard, you will succeed. Okay, if you work hard, you will succeed. Now, your success is dependent upon your the amount of hard work you put in, right? So if you, so there is a condition of that if you work hard, then only you will get success. Okay, and whenever the clause when it starts with if, we also call it if clause. Okay, we call it if clause, and we can also call it a conditional clause because there is a condition in the clause. Okay, it always has a condition. That is why it is called conditional clause. Okay, now then we have for time as well. Time, there are many: when, while, after, before, as soon as. Okay, so these conjunctions always indicate the time, okay, when something happened. Okay, like I can say I will leave when you return. Okay, I will leave when you return. So my action of leaving will happen when you return. It will happen at what time? When you return. Okay, then for place, where, wherever. Okay, so we can say the little child followed her mother wherever she went. Okay, so the child was very little, so he did not want to be alone, so the child followed her mother wherever she went. Okay, the child is, I mean, it can be feminine also, it can be masculine also. So we do not know the gender here. It's a common gender, so we can use her also, his also. His mother, her mother, both are good. Alright, then place, it always shows us better that where exactly, where the action, it will always give us the answer of where. Where did the child follow? Wherever her mother went. Manner. Manner is always associated with how something is being done. Okay, so how or as if. I can say please tell me or please help me how I should solve this sum. Okay, so please tell me how I should solve this sum. Alright, then we have contrast. Contrast is better when something is expected in a particular situation, okay, which is obvious. Okay, like in this if this is the situation, maximum people will do like this only. Okay, that is called what is expected out of them, right? But contrast happens when something opposite happens to that. What is expected of them, but they do something opposite to that. For example, I can say, like if a child did not study, okay, during the whole academic year, he did not study, what is the expected situation? That he will fail, right? That he will fail. But what happens, what will be our reaction if he passes? It will be contrast, it will be opposite, because it is not something that we expect in such a situation, right? So that is called contrast. And the adverbs, the conjunctions of contrast are though, although, or even though, right? So I can say, although the journey was exhausting, we enjoyed a lot. Okay, although the journey was exhausting, exhausting means tiring, okay, very tiring. So but of course they enjoyed it, so there is a contrast. It was tiring, okay, so one may say I did not enjoy it, but there is a contrast. They were tired, but still they are saying that, you know, they enjoyed it. So that is conjunction of contrast. So all these are subordinating conjunctions, beta. Now there is one very important thing here. See, in most of the cases you will get the answer from these four questions: how, when, where and why. But and these all conjunctions, they will give you answer of these four questions. But here you have to be careful. Contrast, though, although, even though. Now beta, these when these subordinating conjunctions are used of contrast, you will not get the answer of these four questions. Okay, so now how to find out whether it is an adverb clause or not? Of course, if you do not get the answer of these four, you will question what also to find out whether it is a noun clause, and you will also question who or which to find out whether it is an adjective clause. And if you do not find answer of anything, then you will you will try to search for subordinating conjunction, okay? And if you remember them, that yes, though, although, even though, they are subordinating conjunction, you will get your answer that it is an adverb clause. So I hope it till here the things are clear to you, right? What is an adverb clause, okay? And adverb clauses always answers us these four questions: how, when, where and why. And we adverbs clauses, whenever they are in the sentences, they are joined with the main clause using subordinating conjunctions. All these are subordinating conjunctions, okay? Alright students, so I have written 5 sentences here in which we have adverb clause, okay? So let's read the first sentence. Take the lamp since it is dark outside, okay? Now see, take the lamp since it is dark outside. Now where is the conjunction, beta? Where is the subordinating conjunction? This is our subordinating conjunction, alright? And take the lamp is our main clause, okay? This is our main clause, this is our subordinating conjunction, and this is the subordinate clause, okay, or dependent clause. Now if you see, try to find out the answer. Take the lamp since it is dark. Take the lamp. Why? Why should I take the lamp? Because it is dark outside, right? Okay. Now, if we freeze water, it turns into ice, right? Now, this is our main clause, okay? This is our main clause. And if we freeze water is our dependent clause. Okay, and here we get our subordinating conjunction if. Now see, it turns into ice, the water turns into ice when, okay, when we freeze water, if we freeze water, then it becomes ice. Now although he began late, he finished first. Now see, he finished first is our main clause. Okay, this is our main clause, and although he began late, this is our dependent clause, right? And our conjunction is although. Now beta, see in this sentence we do not get the answer of how, where, when or why. Okay, so we just have to focus upon the subordinating conjunction. We get the subordinating conjunction although here, and with the help of this thing we get to know that it is an adverb clause. And of course, if we do not get the answer of where, when, how or why, I can question, okay, I should find out whether it is a noun clause. So I will ask what, but still I don't get any answer. Then I will ask who or which. Still I don't get any answer. That means it is neither a noun clause nor an adjective clause. So by looking at this word conjunction, subordinating conjunctions, I reach to my conclusion that it is an adverb clause. Now next is, the boy went out to play when his friends called him. Now the boy went out to play. This is our main clause. And when his friends called him, it is dependent clause. And here we get our subordinating conjunction when. And if we question, right, to find out which clause is this, the boy went out to play. When did he go? When his friends called him. Okay. Now Mary's lamb follows her wherever she goes. Now Mary's lamb follows her. This is the main clause. Wherever she goes is the dependent clause. Now here is the conjunction of place, right? Now Mary's lamb follows her. Where? To where, right? Wherever she goes. Okay, so beta, we see here how do we actually identify the adverb clauses. And now beta, one very important thing, see, sometimes it may happen that, you know, a conjunction or a word, it can be used in noun clause also, okay, and in some other clause also. So do not just get stuck on the conjunction only. Okay, I mean, the moment you see the conjunction or the same word, do not jump on the conclusion that yes, this is the clause, this is adverb clause, or this is noun clause. No, you have to get the correct answer, okay, to identify the correct clause, you should question yourself. Okay, and we already know for what we'll get noun clause, for who or which we get our adjective clause, and for how, when, where and why we get the adverb clause. Okay, so just don't cram the rules, okay, just understand the sentence, read it very carefully, and after that I am very sure you will be able to identify the correct clause. Okay, so that was about it. If you do not understand anything, please do ask me. Thank you.